All right. Did you see my surprise when I was washing?
Yeah, I'm seeing it right now.
I'm gonna get up. I was trying to.
When he said I had a surprise for the podcast, I thought for once he bought me a knick-knack to have, so I don't have to keep stealing the kids' knick-knacks. Because he has so many other customized things for him that I bought for him. And this is what he fucking did.
I'll be honest. It's smaller than I thought. I ordered it off Amazon. I just opened it.
That's what she said. She literally did. She's like, it's smaller.
She didn't say that. She would never say that.
She said it's smaller than I thought it was when I ordered it.
Okay. Anyway.
What the fuck are you supposed to do with that?
Well,
a shot of vodka?
That's what I was saying.
Change your oil?
Shush! The funnel used to be bigger on these. Like it
used
was
to
like
be an oil change.
Like an oil change funnel, and the tube was bigger. So we haven't tried this. I was trying to surprise Sam, but I was like, I kind of want to wash it because it was Amazon box, and I'm like, somebody touched this and put it in there.
Someone probably put their dick in it too.
Yeah, so I was like, let me wash this real good before. It wasn't in like a bag or anything. I was like, let me soak this up real good. So surprise got ruined, but we're going to do that in a minute. This is episode 46, Close Encounters of the Funny Kind.
You may be the only one sucking on that one.
I washed it.
Okay.
I washed like the whole mouth thing, and I put a bunch of soap.
How'd you get inside of it? What if the Amazon guy
I don't think they have that much time to do that. But I ran a bunch of soap and hot water all through the tube, so it should be good. Yeah. Good Lord.
Doctor, cut your tubes and we see how well that went.
Baby bird. You said you had some funny stuff to talk about. What?
I don't know what the funny stuff was.
Oh.
Just life in general.
Oh, okay. Well, with Jackson's tooth. So our oldest, Friday in gym class, they were throwing the football around. He turned. I guess somebody said something. He turned and somebody threw the ball and it hit him in the cheek. And he said it was like wasn't like didn't knock him out or anything like that. But he came home and he was like my jaw hurts, and we were like, well, he's like, I got hit with a football in gym, and
my first instinct was, all right, well, you got a wisdom tooth coming in, probably aggravated that because it's coming in because he's 12.
Well, it was just weird, like so it just kind of kept like. So that was like Friday,
and then
Saturday it was worse. He's like, I can't, like it really hurts. And then Sunday he couldn't eat.
Saturday we FaceTimed our dentist because he's a family friend of ours.
Was it Saturday night?
It was Saturday night, and he was like, "Oh, come to the house." We're like, "Yeah, we did a podcast."
It was like 9 o'clock. I'm like, we've been drinking. We've been on them drinks.
So we did a FaceTime with him, and so I had my flashlight on, and Cody's like with his. Like a FaceTime video, like going in there, and he had like a huge, what I would call like a blood blister.
I don't know if I'll put the picture in there in case anyone wants to see it. But it's like, it had like swollen up. It was like bloody, and it was actually pushing his back tooth over. His tooth isn't crooked, so we were like, "Oh my god, did it crack it, or what's the deal?"
So when I was about his age or a little bit older, I was playing football. And I went up for a pass. When I came down, I hit the other guy in the top of his head with my 2 front teeth, and it knocked this one out. It didn't knock it out, actually. It just kind of like pushed it back. But it wasn't anything of any concern. Like, I went on playing, wasn't a problem. My mom never took me to the dentist to have it looked at. And it took, how old is Bodie now? He's 5 going on 6. It took me, I don't know, 20...
She finally got it fixed.
Literally, when I was trying to get it fixed because it was turning gray, because clearly it was dead, I found out 2 weeks later after they already did the root canal and put my temporary crown on me that I was pregnant.
Well,
so it took that long for me to fix it, but I was concerned that was happening, and then thinking about wisdom teeth, and so he woke up Saturday night, which would be Sunday morning. He woke up and was like, I don't feel good. It hurts really bad. So we gave him some medicine, like ibuprofen, Tylenol. He didn't have a fever. And then the next morning when I woke up, I was like, do you want me to call our dentist? And he was like, yes, please. So we called him. He was like, I'll meet you there at noon. We went. They did a partial scan, like a general dentist would do. And it didn't show anything with the tooth. The gun looked fine. He poked around. He saw the abscess thing. He's like, yeah, like ibuprofen, Tylenol, this and that. Maybe a cold press if he can. No chewing in case he has a hairline fracture. So we were in the impression he had a hairline fracture in his jaw.
That was what he said that he said the only thing he could figure is that maybe he had like cracked his jaw. So we were like, oh God, that's not good.
Which was 4 to 6 weeks of no chewing. Because like if you break your jaw, they wire your mouth shut because you're not allowed to move.
It depends on how bad.
Yeah.
If it's just a little crack, they don't. But
so we got through all day Sunday. Kept him pretty heavily medicated. Kept checking him, make sure he didn't have fever. Monday he was good. Well, then Monday night, Tuesday morning, he woke up. He called me from his bed. He didn't even come and get me that morning. He called me and was like, I feel like I'm going to throw up. My mouth hurts. I can't walk. I was like, wait, what? It was like 3, 4 in the morning.
He had a fever, yeah.
He finally hit the 102.9 fever that our general dentist said if he hits a fever of 102 or higher, then we've got a bigger problem. It's like, what the hell's the bigger problem? So the next morning, I immediately texted him when it was textable hours, and he got us into an endo who has like a 3-week waiting period. And we went in and had a full CT scan of his head, basically, to make sure the jaw was fine, the tooth was fine, because it does like from downward, upward, and all the insides. And he just has he has a wisdom tooth that's coming in.
There's a lot of information here, sweetie. He had an abscess, right? That was the ultimate thing.
But what the problem is he has a wisdom tooth that's trying to come in.
It's like pushing.
It's almost like the body knows the wisdom tooth is coming in too early, so his body's trying to overcompensate and give him more gum tissue, which is already sensitive. So then when the ball hit it, it just pissed off all the gum tissue in that area. Because if you look at, we can post it, his molars like this, right? His wisdom tooth is coming in like this.
Yeah.
It's coming in at an angle. And the endo asked me, he goes, did he have all of his other wisdom teeth pulled? And I said, no. We didn't even know they were coming in.
Yeah.
Last time we went to the dentist, they weren't even showing. He's not even showing these, the top ones or the bottom one. He's only showing this bottom one, and it's coming in at an angle. And he said the football literally set off what would have happened in 2 to 3 months from now.
Yeah. So
just escalate.
He said it was gonna aggravate it sooner or later. So
it was just a matter of time, but getting hit and it all being sensitive and trying to like grow and do all this crap, it just set it all off. But he's been battling a fever all week.
It finally went away.
He finally broke it and didn't have a fever yesterday. But when I called the endo, they're like, oh, that has nothing to do with the abscess. I'm like,
yeah.
Then why'd you put him on amoxicillin? Like 500 milligram amoxicillin for 3 times a day.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot. And medicated mouthwash. That's not funny, but that's what we've dealt with this week.
It's been a week.
And the youngest has had how many nosebleeds?
I don't know.
2?
All the pollen and stuff. I'm like, Jesus.
He had one in the middle of the night. 12:30 at night he had one.
I want to do this before I forget. So this was a video. This is from Stargate Voyager. He has a podcast I listen to sometimes. The tone of it is very boring, so I struggle sometimes at work to listen to it because it's very monotone. But his Instagram is pretty cool. But he had posted a couple videos I had just kind of saved. This was in Egypt. This is kind of what they're talking about. Like, we've talked about this, I think, but like the scoop marks under those rocks, it almost looks like they've scooped away at the rock. Yeah. And that's how like some of those big monoliths and stuff are that are laying in the ground. It looks like they had some way to soften the stone. And
did you see the one I sent you that said this guy was now missing after?
I saw that.
Proving.
Yeah, I can put the video in there.
how he's rolling the rock, and
I've seen it before. He's moving much smaller rocks, and I know the explanation is, well, he's one person and he's moving these things. It's a video on Instagram, YouTube, wherever. But the guy he's moving Egyptian blocks. The one thing it doesn't cover, though, is him cutting those blocks with copper tools.
oh.
That was my biggest thing when I saw it, like, whenever. I was like, well, how did he cut them? And how did he lift, like, I could pull it up.
It's fine.
Well, no, because I want it. It was.
So Cody feels a little reprimanded after last weekend
Why?
because of the Bears.
The Bears? I'm just glad we survived, to be honest with you.
He even called my parents today.
It was a rough week.
He asked my parents if they would take me back.
Oh.
What was the text my dad said? Hell in the no?
Let me see. He said, no way in hell is what your dad texted.
Thanks, Dad. I love you.
Yeah. So
Feelings mutual.
I called Sam's mom and just asked. I just said, hey, I just wanted to ask you guys something. And she thought it was pretty serious. And I'm like, well,
yeah, she thought like I was like dead or it hit
Yeah.
my head. It was bleeding
and I
or
just
something.
said, listen,
Because Cody never calls my mom.
I got to run this by you. And she's like, oh, okay. And I said, is there any chance that y'all will take Sam back?
I'm sure her heart fell into her stomach thinking, I gotta run this by you. Do you want her cremated? Do you want her organs donated? Like, what do you guys want to do?
I was just like, at least for a week. I mean, if
A week?
that's what I texted your dad, and he hasn't responded, so I can't find the damn.
So nobody wants me for a week? So just put me in
It
a
depends
shelter.
on which week it is.
Oh my God, could you guys imagine?
If it's the week of the bear, then no.
Could you
We've all
guys,
been-
could you guys imagine if there was a shelter to send your wives, like you do, like strays, like pups, and we're all just like...
I can't find it. There's so many dog memes and wife memes, and I can't find the Egyptian thing. But anyway, I did think this one was funny. You sent me. It's the bears in the house. I laughed at people are in the house. And it's just like baby bears. Like, oh, how cute! And then the mama bear comes up the stairs.
You're like, oh shit.
Like, wait, what? Como? Yeah.
No,
I'm not gonna scroll back to it. There's so many. I can't.
Wait, let's get back to that. Can we make it an acceptable location
Yeah.
for men to drop off their wives, like a shelter, and us wives just have like a kumbaya, like camping. We're all here together. We're gonna drink some wine and some vodka and some beer. White Claws for some of you that are softies that don't know how to drink beer or vodka or bourbon, and just kind of like hang out.
They have that. It's called Girls Weekend, but we don't participate in those.
Oh, I don't.
There's no girls.
I don't have any girls that hang out with me.
No, so we don't do those. I don't think if you're. It's not like Girls Weekend. Let's go to Vegas.
Okay,
yes!
well, now I feel
Like,
extra shitty about myself. Thank you, sweetheart.
it's not a good idea for married people to do that. All right, I'm going to do one of these. You could do one if you want, but I think you should.
That's too little for me.
That's what she's.
I'm just saying.
All right, I'm going to go over a couple things here.
I don't know if I can put something that little in my mouth.
Man, please focus. We got to get through this, okay? With the Michael Scott over here. I'm hanging out with Michael Scott all day. All right. I want to point something out. The biggest flaw people do when they do a beer bong, people put this part down here. They start pouring the beer in, and gravity takes effect, and the beer runs out. This part has to be higher than this part.
That's what she said.
I don't even know which part you're talking about.
Because gravity.
What? Okay. Focus.
I remember my first time getting
Focus.
a blowjob.
So you can't have, like, you'll see people in college towns, they'll go like this. They'll go, okay,
Ready? And then just beer runs all over. Like, no. You here and then up. You got to get your mouth on it before you raise it up. There you go. That one's for free. All right. All right. So this is a 16 ouncer. So I don't think this is
can't raise the flag.
This is not going to hold 16 ounces. I'm getting a lot of foamage here.
You got a lot of head.
I was trying not to say it because I'm dealing with an 8-year-old over here or 12-year-old.
Or 12-year-old.
This is tiny. I don't think this is going to work.
That's what she said.
Please, Samantha, try to get through this.
Oh, God.
This is tiny. This isn't going to work. It's not big enough. How are we going to get through this?
That's literally what she said.
She did not say that. You're knocking over my Funko. So this is getting the head out. And the air bubbles. And then see, watch. Gravity.
Wait,
I'm going to take it back up. I'm going to take it right back up.
Oh my God. This is the most elaborate head job.
You're having way too much fun with these. I feel like I'm filming with Michael Scott here. This is my special guest, Michael Scott, Dunder Mifflin paper, right here in the flesh. No. Those are curtains. It's not a napkin. You gotta let the head settle before you put it in your mouth.
Yeah, you do.
God damn it. Alright.
This is your first.
It's pretty full. It's not my first time. I've had one in my mouth before.
That's what she said.
Well, where?
I can't.
Okay.
My
Shush! Alright. I gotta try to do this. You can't make me laugh because I'm gonna spit it everywhere.
That's what she said.
Are you done? Oh, see, you got me distracted. You're making me lose my gravity here.
That's what he said.
No, he didn't say that. Alright, ready? That's big boy stuff. Alright, I'm going to get a towel because you made a mess.
That's what she said.
Oh my God. That's going to be the name of the episode. That's what she said.
You made a mess.
I'm going to get a towel because you made a mess. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
I'm going to get a towel because you made a mess.
Wait, do I have mascara? Oh,
jeez.
I feel like now my other leg actually gave the blue.
What is wrong with you? What is happening? Move. All right.
Do I have mascara all over my face?
Open that one.
Oh, am I doing it?
Yeah, you have to do it.
I have lotion on my hands.
What's happening? Here, use that. I can't put this down. It's gonna. I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna sit here.
You keep it down because it's gonna go limp.
Oh, I was gonna say it was gonna spill everywhere if I set it down.
Sorry, I shouldn't be having this much fun on a podcast.
There's so much going on.
See, I asked you that. I was like,
now you look all smoky and mysterious. You look like you've been at a funeral for a stripper or something.
You look like I'm from the 90s.
I don't know what you look like. You look like a delirious.
You look delirious. Let me see.
God, this is so much work.
That's why I don't wear any makeup. I just put mascara on. There we go. Yeah.
All right, so you got.
I'm rocking.
Right.
I'm rocking the
This
first.
is an instructional. Oh God, it's an instructional.
Listen, I know
video.
how to take it down. Okay.
Listen. So see all these bubbles in here, all that head. We don't want that. So we plug it, and we get all that to go back up there. These are pro tips. Okay, this is stuff
Oh my God, I have so many inappropriate things to say right now.
See all that? We want all that out of there.
Oh, yeah.
We want it to settle. We want a nice, clean beer bong. There we go. See, and it settles, that clears up. All right. Then we can top it off.
Wait, am I doing a full 6? What is this?
It's like a 12.
I don't think I could. Did you really just pour an entire beer?
No, there's a little bit left. There's like 4 ounces left.
Oh my God.
It's not the full beer.
I'm not gonna. I don't remember last time I did a beer.
All right, please don't pour this on your head. All right, so you're gonna raise it up?
I guess.
Okay.
Nope.
You see the gravity thing? Nope.
Oh.
Put this lower. There you go. Up. Okay, get it up there. There you go. There you go. Look at that. It's like riding a bicycle. Comes right back. Just like a bicycle, but without the burping. There's a lot of burping on the bicycle.
I didn't really spill any.
No. See how smooth that went down? It's better than the shotgun.
So
this is old school. Now
so how smooth that went down?
Yeah, that's what she said. So this was the cheapest one they had on Amazon. I may have to invest in a better one because it's just a picture, and I was like, oh, that's all we need, just a hose and a funnel. And I thought it would be
Cody,
a bigger one. We could
just go to Lowe's and build one. That's what we did when we were 20.
No, we went to Spencer's. Spencer's had them. That was where we used to get them. That was like $6.
I keep waiting for you to explain to our 12-year-old what that is.
It's for the car. So for changing the oil.
Oh my God.
Put that over there. Oh, well. You good? Now that you got all the giggles out?
Oh, are we going to talk something serious now?
I don't know. Where do you want to go with this? Did you have something less serious that you
I had deja vu again this week.
Okay.
What does this mean? You got to research some more deja vu. Like, what does it mean?
We talked about it a little bit a while ago, but our son told me he was having deja vu the other day.
Our oldest has had deja vu a lot lately. So, like, is it the stimulation? Like, is it glitching? Is it trying to hop too fast?
Something I saw, I forget whether it was a podcast or Instagram or whatever, but people were saying that at night when you go to sleep, you're backing up your memory or data in the simulation.
Well, I can tell you right now that shit ain't real because I have elusive, weird-ass dreams. There's no way I'm backing up anything.
No.
I have dreams of, like, people coming for me. If I walk through the house, so the other night when I got up with the oldest, or maybe I don't know, it's all blending together, but I got up in the middle of the night, walked through the house, come to the kitchen, and I saw a black fog.
That's the, what do they call them, shadow creatures, shadow beings and stuff. They talk about that on a lot of these podcasts. I
saw it walk through your office, and I said, nope, we're not looking at it. We're not acknowledging it. You're not here. I'm not scaring myself. So instead of going back through your office, I came around and went through the living room, and it was in the living room. It was following me, and I ran to the bedroom and closed the door as fast as I could without waking everybody up.
Have you ever heard about the Hat Man?
Do you want me to sleep tonight?
No. All right, so we won't talk about that. I listened to a podcast. It's on Spotify. It's called The Confessionals, and he talks about everything like cryptid, like from Bigfoot to aliens to some of the darker stuff, and it is horrifying sometimes. He does like a call-in show. It's not live, but people call in and he records them, and basically people tell him their story from, I was abducted by aliens, or I saw Bigfoot, or some of the darker stuff that I'm not going to tell you because it'll freak you out. But there is some stuff that is creepy that I'm just like,
and he's got 500, 600 episodes. I mean, it's something. So I always wonder if the people are calling in
as a favor to him.
Well, or just not even that, just making it up. But a lot of these people that they don't have a book or anything out, so they're not profiting. I mean, I guess people just they could be doing it just because they're bored and they want to. They want to get on there and talk about it.
For someone like me, I would believe it. Like, and that's why I don't like listening to podcasts, because I think when I listen to a podcast about something very particular, it opens up what I'm already thinking and know.
Yeah.
So
this would, if you listen to a couple of these episodes, it would terrify you.
So I know I sleepwalk. I sleepwalk when I'm under high stress.
Okay.
We know this. When I was pregnant with the oldest, I woke up, I was standing in the pantry, and I was eating Oreos and peanut butter.
I don't know. I don't remember this. You always talk about this. I don't remember this when it happened at all.
I've woken up standing in the kitchen.
Here?
Yeah.
What? You never tell me this.
Well, why would I tell you? It would creep you out. I just come back to bed.
So you just wake up and you're just out here? Just standing here?
So they say, like, when someone's sleepwalking, you're not supposed to wake them up. So luckily, this one sleeps through everything other than our 5-year-old snoring.
Oh my God. So loud.
But no one ever has really found me sleepwalking, but I wake up and I'm in random places. Like, I was standing in the kitchen. I was just standing in here one night. Luckily, I haven't left the house.
You haven't told me this. Like, I didn't know
Which would
that.
be really weird, because I don't sleep in a lot of clothes sometimes.
All right. So I want to go back to the cryptid stuff. Have you heard of Dogman? You ever heard of that?
What is it?
So it's basically a werewolf.
Okay.
I listened to a story, not this week, last week, and I want to kind of tell a brief thing of it. Okay? So this guy said he lived out in the country. This was when he was, I want to say, in the 80s, maybe 90s. He was younger, it was 20-something, 30 years ago, whatever. He was in high school, and he said, like, he was out in the country, and he was training for, they were doing some 5K or something, like his school was or whatever. So he was running, and there was a lot of cornfields, like backcountry roads, like the houses are spread out. So he said that he was out running, and he said it was basically like a dirt road that ran. There's a cornfield on the right, and there was houses, it sounded like on the left, but they were real spread out. So he knew that once he got to, there was an intersection, like a highway or something down at the end of this. Once he got to that and turned around and came back, went back to his house, it was like exactly or real close to 5 miles or 6 miles, whatever he was trying to run. So he said he was out running on this road, and he said this was before iPods and stuff like that, so he didn't have music or a Walkman or anything with him, because he's like, we couldn't afford a Walkman. So he's like, I was just running, and he said he saw something moving in the cornfield, like moving all the corn, and he stopped, and he thought, well, maybe it's a deer, something like that out there. So he kind of stopped and waited, and it stopped. And he just looked and didn't see anything, so he started running again. He said when he started running again, the corn started moving with him, was running with him at the same pace. And he just noticed it because he's like it was moving, so he stopped again, and it stopped. And he was like, well, it's not a deer, because a deer would take off. Like, deer aren't following people. So he just kind of, he said he took off and ran faster, and it ran faster. So he finally stopped and was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
And this is why I no longer run in the dark.
Okay. Well, so he finally turns around and says, all right, I'm going to go back. So he's trying to get back, and he's kind of doing the same thing, like speeding up, slowing down, and it's just whatever it is pacing him. So he said, as he's coming up, he knows he can't make it back to his house because of the distance. Like, he's worried about that. But he said, like, the cornfield's here on the left. He said the road went, like, the cornfield kind of went this way, like the road curved.
Yeah.
And then there was woods over here. So he was worried about running around that curve. So as he was kind of jogging, he said he was just kind of jogging, just keeping an eye on it. He said like his buddy's house is off to the right. So he said he kind of planned ahead and thought, when I get up to that curve, instead of taking the curve, I'm going to just sprint all out and go to my buddy's house. That was like 1/4-mile driveway or something, before the curve. So he gets to the end of it, just takes off or whatever, and cuts through there. He has a fence, and I want to say, I'm trying to remember because it was like 2 weeks ago. The fence was locked, so he jumped the fence, and he saw what looked like a giant wolf coming out of the woods, or the thing, chasing him. So he jumps the fence, and he said he dove into the pool. And the guy had like a pool. This is kind of out in the country. Sometimes pools are in the front yard. Because I thought, well, why is it? But I was like, well, sometimes they put it out in the front yard. They've got room. So he dove into the pool, went under, and then when he came up, he didn't see anything. So he ran in, banging on his buddy's like sliding glass door, and like slid it. He said his buddy never locked the door, so he slides it over. He's like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "I gotta stay here tonight. I'm not going there." So anyway, crashes at his friend's house. Whatever. His friends don't believe him. They tell him the story. Whatever. They had somebody else that he talked to when he was older, and because the guy that does it has a podcast with another guy. Okay. He said that they talked to somebody, and he said the biggest thing that he's heard about Dogman, which is basically what they're claiming is like a werewolf kind of.
It's kind of like a Sasquatch, Bigfoot.
It's a wolf that runs upright. So it's a human basically with like a giant wolf head.
Oh.
So nightmare fuel, basically. Not a like it doesn't get like, and there's different versions. Some people say it gets down and runs on 4 feet. Kind of like the lichens, kind of like that. Like that, they're standing up. The guy. This is what
So you just clarified for me why I don't get up and run at 5 a.m. in the morning.
But this is the part that creeped me out. The guy that they talked to when he was older, or it was another guy that's into all this stuff and studies it, he said he believes and he's heard that the dogmen, is what they call them, they hunt in packs. So he said what he thinks, the guy told me, he said what that one in the cornfield was doing was pushing him into basically a kill zone to get him to run around that curve. Because he said the rest of the pack was waiting in the woods. So he said what was going to happen is when I went around that curve, there was going to be some that came out of the woods, and then they were going to corner him. And he said it saved me to just branch off to the right because it was just an open field basically to his driveway. And he said I was just running all out as hard as I could go. So this is stuff I listen to at work. And that's one of like the lighter story. So like you're listening, and this they go into a bunch of details. So it's a 30-minute story, and you're sitting there like I'm at work, and I'm just like, oh, that's crazy. What? And sometimes I'll have to skip it back and listen to it. You okay? You want to do a funnel?
I'm never running in the dark.
Oh.
Ever again.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for terrifying me.
Well, it's Dogman.
I have no idea what I'm going to run anymore. Because I don't have time to run any other time. It was always in the morning before everybody else woke up.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
It makes you feel better. It's always out in the country. We're not out in the country. So it always seems to be in very rural areas that this stuff happens.
Do you remember the house?
Which house?
You can post a picture of it. I think I still have it. I know it's on my Instagram. The one that has the full body armor thing in their window. With the light shining on it, that when you're not paying attention and you've never seen it before a day in your life, and you're running at 5:30 in the fucking morning, and you're looking, because you're always looking at your surroundings, and you see this full body armor thing in the window with this.
It's like a night suit of armor, and it's in this front window. So Sam showed it to me.
But when you're running in the middle of the morning at 5:30 in the morning, that's the last thing you want to see. Just standing there looking at the road. It's weird.
It's a weird thing to have in your front window.
It's a weird thing to have in your house in general.
We drove by and saw it, and I'm like, why would they have? It's like an armor suit. Of like a night, the full helmet and everything.
And they fucking decorate it.
And it's standing in the front window, and the blinds are open. I was like, why would they have that?
They decorate it.
The other house that freaks me out right here when you turn right out of our neighborhood, when I go to the gym in the morning, it's on the right.
In the cul-de-sac thing?
No. Like when you out of our neighborhood, when you turn right out of the front of our neighborhood, there is a house on the left that has red lights on inside. So they have like the Govee lights like we have, but they're red. And it's like when I drive by, I'm like, what's the deal? Like, because red's not a relaxing color or anything. So
that's weird. Hey, little Grinch.
What's up, dude?
We're almost done.
Can you give us like 2 minutes and we'll wrap it up?
We'll wrap it up.
No, we're almost done. We're just gonna say bye, and then we'll be done. Okay? Go back there for 2 minutes, and we'll be done.
Okay.
Okay. We're almost done.
Almost done.
Like 3 minutes. Okay. Go back. By the time you get back there, we'll be almost done.
Okay. We'll finish it up right now. We'll cut it right now.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
He just took a bag of chocolate chips.
Yeah, I know. He put the chocolate chips in the pooping Easter bunny. Was hoping he was going to poop chocolate chips.
All right.
House of boys.
All right.
House of boys.
So, if you want, I can send you the podcast, the Confessionals podcast, and you can listen to it.
The Dogman one?
All of them. And you'll never sleep again.
I don't sleep now. So
there are some of them that I've listened to, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm going to sleep at night, but I think I've just listened to so many of them, I've just become numb to it.
You're a psychopath. So they say that. They say people that listen to podcasts and can sleep.
Yeah.
But no problem. Or
Between these, the Crime Junkies one is like hundreds of episodes. I listen to everything they have. I've listened to all of them. So I'm done. Like, I just wait for the new one to come out. And then these, like, I've gone back and started listening to some of his, like, early ones from, like, 5-6 years ago. And I'm like, oh, these are good, too. Like,
yeah.
So.
That's great.
You're probably not even in the shot, but.
It's okay. People realize what's happening.
But it's something to do at work. You could let us work from home, but instead you're turning me into a psychopath. So that's on you. All right. Well, let's wrap this puppy up. You gonna go outside, go for a little run, go for a little walk, a little jog.
As long as you go with me.
Okay.
Wait, are you gonna turn into Dogman? According to the little one, you are pretty hairy.
Tis true. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Later.
That's what she said.